What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed Tuesday for watching this. And before I begin today's review of Monday Night Raw, just gotta do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers on Rumble. Still at 120 subs, 80 more. I'm gonna drop that up 5 through 10 favorite wrestlers of all time list. Alright, but until then, still I got so much shit I gotta put out there, man. I just don't have the time to do it. Alright, especially now that I'm doing these reviews, man. They're so time consuming. Alright, and I haven't been feeling that good. I said yesterday, I've been dealing with allergies this past weekend, so I should be back to normal like tomorrow, if not Wednesday. So it's all good. But let's get into it. First, we see I got some bad news. Mr. Wade Barrett starting off the show. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Monday Night Raw, and you know, we're hot off of Bash in Berlin and whatever. Like, I don't care, man. But he's out here to introduce his new partner on commentary. Alright? And that's Mr. Joe Tessitore. Alright? I couldn't swear I've seen this dude before. I know he's on ESPN, but he was on ABC at one point too. I know I've seen him on ESPN before, so he does look familiar. But so you got Mr. Joe Tessitore is now on Raw. He replaced Michael Cole, which thank God for that. Like, I don't give a damn about Michael Cole, man. Like, get him out of here. Like, adios, man. Pack his ass up, man. Smoking that Michael Cole pack for real. But yeah, congratulations to Joe Tessitore for getting the spot, man. Big ups to them. So yeah, they do a Bash in Berlin recap, which I did not see. Didn't bother to watch. Could give two fucks about it. But for whatever reason, I watched the recap because I wanted to hear. I heard about Drew McIntyre and CM Punk's match, and I was curious. All right, but real quick before I get to that, like, you mean to tell me, because they start off with Cody Banks, the supposed face of WWE, and he opens the show. Like, it's hilarious to me because I'm like, so this is the motherfucker that you like, dorks, dweebs, and Nimrods wanted to win at WrestleMania 40 over Roman Reigns, and now you got this motherfucker opening the show. Roman Reigns would never. And mind you, I'm not even a Roman Reigns fan like that. I think he's okay. I don't hate him, but I mean, damn sure he's my favorite. That's for fucking sure. But that's, you go for a guy that, you know, fucking held that title down for 3+ years, to now a guy that belongs in the mid-card, a bona fide mid-carder for life, who has been put on a pedestal that he's supposedly this top guy material, and now he's opening the show for a filler pay-per-view with the top title in the company. You can't make this shit up. I mean, you can't. But he had the match with Kevin Owens. They're showing that Cody was vulnerable, and Kevin then take advantage of it, and he lost. I'm like, what kind of garbage writing is that? I'm like, oh, because from what I've heard from other people that broke it down, they were saying like how this feud or story was on a friendship. I'm like, since fucking when? I mean, like that shit would have made more sense. It was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for the Universal title. That would have made more sense. Like, because those guys are like legit best friends, but they're gonna pretend like these guys are like best friends for fucking decades, but between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, I'm like, come on, man. Like, if this was NXT Kevin Owens, or hell, even Kevin Steen, like, he would have dropped his ass, fucking hit the package pile driver, and he would have had a new champion. But that there shows you that they're not taking the title off this motherfucker until next year's WrestleMania. Like, that's their fucking plan, and they're sticking to it, man. It doesn't matter who gets over. None of that fucking matters. They're sticking with the plan. All right. So Sorry. I mean, like, it is what it is. We gotta deal with these garbage. So everything, all of Cody's matches up until WrestleMania are inconsequential, and it doesn't fucking matter. All right, because he's going over. It's like, haha, Cody Monet wins. So why watch it? You know what I mean? Give a shit about the Terror Twins won, obviously. I mean, come on, man. I just seen all the memes of the pen Rhea did on Liv. Of course, sexy as hell. And people shit on Rhea. I'll get to Rhea in a bit. But what else? I might as well do a fucking. I'm doing a fucking breakdown. Bash of Berlin. I even watched this garbage, but I'm going off this fucking recap here. The CM Punk and Drew match. I'm gonna get into that later on. With that segment comes up. All right, I got some shit to say about that. And Orton and Gupta. Yeah, fucking. It looked like a decent match. I know some people shit on it, said it was slow and boring, but I don't know. I didn't see it. But Gupta retains. Like, haha, Gupta retains. Wow, shocker. I mean, like, and Jade and Bianca beat the Unholy Union to get back their tag titles. Which, again, I'm like, if they were gonna put it right back on Jade Bianca, then why the fuck would he drop it in the first place, man? You know, like, oh, we had to give Amplifier and Isla their moment. I'm like, well, that's great. I mean, like, they're the fucking legit tag team as it is. All right, that's why I was all in favor for them winning, and they should have kept the titles. All right, like, I'm already not a fan of the women's tag division as it is because of the lack of talent. All right, but when I see these two, Jade and Bianca, I'm like, these two should be on separate brands, dominating both women's divisions. All right, and on Raw and SmackDown. That's what I want to see. But no, we're gonna group up these two beautiful ladies together. And you look at them, I'm like, and you look at the rest of the competition, and I'm like, and kayfabe wise, none of those tag teams should be going over on Jade and Bianca. All right, I'm just saying, man. But so there you go. For people wondering my thoughts on fucking Bash of Berlin, yeah, garbage day. That's what it is. All right, that's how I feel about it. Garbage day. All right, but moving on, we see the Ring General. Gunther coming up, looking like a construction worker. Like, where's this man's suit at? Where's the belt? What's this man doing? Is he over there fucking eating schnitzels all day? What's going on here? All right. Next we see CM Punk, a man that I'm really trying real hard not to start to go in on this dude, man. Start roasting him, not to despise CM Punk. Alright, but he's on some fuck shit, man, and I don't like it. But here he is again, showing off his venti, Americano, Frappuccino, fucking, whatever the fuck it is, a caramel cool brew, whatever bullshit is he's drinking, man. I don't care. Right, next, we see the tag team of Jade Bianca, and looking fine as hell. These are two beautiful women, even though I'm on Team Bianca all day, every day. And the real answer is that I'm on Team Naomi before these two. I mean, like, I like Naomi even more than both these ladies. That's just me. Right. And next, we get a promo from Bloody Rhea Ripley. All right. She comes out here looking good. And real quick, I've been meaning to say this shit because I've seen people criticize the way Rhea looks, saying that she looks like a dude. And I'm like, I can see that, you know, but there are some times where, like, she went heavy on the masculine look. But I'm like, you see this chick, like, outside of this shit, like, beautiful woman. Alright, Buddy Matthews is a lucky man. Rhea Ripley is not an ugly woman by any means. Alright, and then you see all that kick back there? Wee! like, yeah! Alright, I'm just saying, man, like, she can get it any day of the week. And don't get me started on back when she was a blonde, before, like, she switched up her whole look into that whole emo goth look, you know, all that bullshit. Like, there's a conspiracy, alright, that I've always had. I feel like she had to change up her look because Charlotte Flair seen her and was extremely jealous. Like, Charlotte wished she looked like a Rhea Ripley when she was a blonde. She wished she had that type of body, alright? And, like, I'm saying this, I don't care what anybody says. I see Charlotte, and I see all the surgery she had, or has had, or probably continues to have. All right, and she comes off as extremely insecure in her appearance. You know, the lack of self-esteem, which, I mean, like even back when I seen her in NXT, like my favorite version of Charlotte was back in NXT. All right, like she looked fine back then. You know, like well, there was nothing wrong with her. And like I'm not a fan of any woman getting plastic surgery just cause. You know what I mean? Just cause like they feel like they're not beautiful enough, man. Like that's horseshit. It's garbage, right? Like I'm already fucking 11 minutes into this shit, and I've hardly talked about Raw. I showed you how much I care about this shit, man. But yeah, let me get back to Rhea's promo, alright? But basically she says, "Welcome to Monday Night Mommy," and the crowd chants, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy." Like, come on, bruh. Like, grown-ass men chanting "Mommy." Just, like Kevin Samuels says, you can't make this shit up. You really can't. It's just goofy shit, man. Like, Dominic comes out, hear the crowd boo. It's hard with Raw to gauge the audience, because a lot of this shit sounds fucking so fake. These piped in cheers, to me, you know, like it doesn't sound like organic. You know what I mean? Like, but I like half of it like sounds like they're booing, but half of it sounds piped in. But yeah, he comes out. He's sporting a black eye that I guess he received at Bash of Berlin. I don't know. I guess I'm assuming that's where it came from. So I really don't care. But he goes in the ring. He says like "Karate," like in the crowd keeps booing and can't talk or whatever. The same shit they've been doing for over a fucking year, almost 2 years now. All right. But he was like, "Me and Liv didn't get much sleep for multiple reasons." Like, aha, see what you did there. Dirty Dom. Yeah. He says that Liv ain't afraid of her because earlier Rhea Ripley said how she pinned the world champion, so she wants a shot at her title, the title that she never lost. All right, makes sense. I get that. All right, even though she technically did get a shot at what was it, SummerSlam? You know what I mean? But whatever, man. So the writing on this show is so inconsistent, man. I'll tell you what. Yeah, Liv Morgan comes out, attacks fucking Rhea Ripley. Her leg gets stuck, or her foot gets stuck between the bottom and middle rope, and then we proceed to see Liv do a bunch of shitty kicks and stomps to her, I think it's her left leg. Yeah, I think it's her left leg that was stuck, her left foot. Like, we see Dominic there laughing at her. Dominic is entertaining, man. He really is. Like, just the little shit he does. He's just laughing at Rhea Ripley. That's such an asshole thing to do, man. That's why it's hilarious. But Liv ends the segment by kissing Rhea Ripley on the side of her head. Why? I don't know. But I like it. That's what I like to see. But then we see Damian Priest show up to save Rhea Ripley, and then we see Liv and Dom escape, mocking the two, laughing at them. That's how we end the first segment on Raw. So we move on. Next we see American Made backstage. Chad Gable trying to get the American Made team like hyped up. He's tired, he's pissed off, he's sick of the White Six getting into their business. Mark says they're gonna go out there and prove a point not to mess with American Made. And you see Brutus flip over a table. He stops Julius and what does the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! It slaps the shit out of him. Julius shrugs it off like, okay, and then just walks off. That's what happens. He doesn't get mad. He just no-sells it, basically. It's like, okay, all right, and that's out there. But before we get to the tag team match, we get an update on the Terror Twins, who are not twins. All right, you see Rhea selling the injury or the attack to the left leg of hers. Priest was like, look. Listen, I know you want to tear Liv apart, and I get that, but you can't even walk. So just tranquilo, Well, let the doctors take care of it, and I'ma handle this. Alright, that's all that happened here. And next we get the match between Alpha Academy versus American Made. Decent match. Maxine is starting to see improvement in her in-ring work. Still has a long way to go, but at least she's trying, and I respect that. But the ending sequence was Ivy Na putting her ass to sleep from the Dragon Sleeper. One of my favorite submissions of all time. Love that move. So, put your ass to sleep, American Made wins. We then see Chad Gable cut another promo, basically saying how, like, last week, he makes a valid point, like how, like, last week, even though he was curled up in a fetal position on the outside like a little bitch, scared of fucking Uncle Howdy, of all people, he does make a fantastic point by saying how, like, Uncle Howdy had to bring his freak show in to get involved in my match last week. This is true. And mind you, Chad's supposed to be the heel here. So he's justified in saying that because the babyface using interference or outside interference in their match. You know what I mean? Doesn't make any fucking sense. You know, but Chad is clearly, he's fed up with the White Six. He promises to get rid of the White Six for America. Alright? And then we see Uncle Howdy come out. And I'm just like, man, like, this promo right here. Like, I'm listening to Bo Dallas, aka Uncle Howdy. And I'm just like, I'm watching like a cheap, pale imitation of Bray Wyatt. You know, like, that's my takeaway from this. It's like rest in peace to Bray, but Bo Dallas is no Bray Wyatt. Not even close. Alright, so instead of trying to emulate him, just be like, put your own spin on it. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't it. I don't want to see this shit. Some people like it. If you do, more power to you. Again, I wish I could say the same, but I can't. I can't do it, man. It's like, I'm not liking this at all. And I gotta do another Boys reference here. And season 3, alright? And the best episode in the entire fucking series, the Hero-gasm, alright? And mainly because of the confrontation at the end with Billy Butcher, Homelander, and Soulja Boy. But when we first see Soulja Boy and Homelander meet for the first time, right? Like, Soulja Boy was like, buddy, your dick could look strong. You're wearing a cape. You're just a cheap fucking knockoff. That's how I feel about fucking Uncle Howdy here. Like, just a cheap fucking knockoff of Bray Wyatt. Alright? I don't like it. And he damn sure ain't the upgrade. Alright? That's for damn sure. So, yeah, I don't like this shit, man. And, like, the way they've been, like, fucking building up this feud, it just makes you want to cheer for American Made. That's all they're doing here. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say about this shit. So, moving on. We get a match. Zelina Vega comes out first, and they have a little infographic saying that this is Zelina's official 50th, I guess, televised match in the WWE. So, how long has she even been there? I don't know, and I don't care enough to look it up. I really don't. But big ups to Zelina Vega, man. I did that video on make gimmicks great again, man. Because Zelina has potential. She does. Alright, they're just wasting her away in this fucking jobber ass faction called the LWO. But she has a match against Shayna Baszler from the stud line. Yeah, look at these studs right here. And apparently this is the first time Zelina and Shayna are facing off on a televised match together. The crowd doesn't care. I can tell you right now, the crowd did not give two fucks about this match. So we're gonna fast forward to the finish, where Sonya and Zoe Starks get involved and distract her. Fucking Shayna takes advantage, hits a half-ass knee for the 1-2-3. So not only was the match weak, but so was the finish. And the crowd, there was like no reaction. The crowd did not care. I'm telling y'all, like not even the piped-in fucking cheers can save this match. They don't care. We see the stud line jumping Zelina Vega after the fact. Then we see Lyra Valkyria coming to make the save, but she gets her ass whooped as well. Sonya hits her finisher, what the fuck is called? It's like a reverse DDT onto Lyra. Zoe hits like a fall-away power bomb into Shannon Baszler's knee, which was botched. And then we have Sonya cut a promo after the fact. Alright, basically she says that you people are gonna show me some damn respect. Crowd boos, like boo. Alright, basically all she said was like, none of the men here can take us home, and none of the women back there can take us out. So if you want to step up, shoot your shot. Alright, now real quick, talking about the take us home part. I'm like, shit. I mean, like, if it's a package deal, a 3-piece combo, shit, sign me up. Wait, I'll take all 3 of y'all home. You know what I mean? But yeah, moving on. We see the Terror Twins backstage again. Priest said that he has a tag match with Balor and JD McDonough, but he needs a tag team partner. Everybody hates him. He's all alone. He doesn't have anybody. Rhea says, I think I have someone in mind. And then you all know who it is. Yeet! So Priest was like, let me know what he says. And he walks off, and then that's it. So next we see Lyra Valkyria and Zelina Vega talking backstage, going over how the stud line whooped both their asses, and now they look like complete jobbers out there. But Lyra says, oh, next week we're in Calgary. I have an idea. And I'll tell you what that idea is now. Alright? Next week they're going to get Natty by Nature, Miss Natty Neidhart, to join and go up against the fucking subline. Predictable shit. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Spoiler alert. But moving on. Next, we get a promo from CM Punk. Alright. He goes out there, he panders to the crowd, but the crowd loves him. They're chanting CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. And this was organic. But he cuts a boring ass promo saying how it's good to be here Monday Night Raw, and how, you know, he got his bracelet back and he whooped Drew McIntyre's ass at Bash in Berlin, and now that the person knows shit's behind him, he can move forward. And right now he calls out Gunther. He has his sights set on Gunther. He wants to be a world champion. Alright, and he said something about he would do anything for money. Like, he literally said this. He said, I'll take cold hard cash, it's 96 and I'm Patrick Roy. I'll take it in gold. You know, like, I'm like, I look up who Patrick Roy is. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And like, I guess he's a hockey player. So, like, yeah, like most fucking fans there are gonna know who Patrick Roy is. Okay, but after that, Drew McIntyre shows up and beats the shit out of CM Punk. Like, yeah, Wade trying to like talk him down. Like, Drew ain't trying to hear that shit, and he hits a Claymore onto CM Punk. Like, he kicks him so hard that this man's shoe comes off. Right? Like, this man kicked the Jordans out of this man, bro. Like, what he should have did, because you can see the Jordans just chilling right there. He should have took that shoe and just tossed that son of a bitch, tossed that shit into the audience. That would have been hilarious. Alright, but no, he picks his ass back up, throws him back in the ring, hits another Claymore kick. Alright, then we got security and all the guys, all the stooges, like, you know, all the oddities of the modern version of it coming out to stop Drew. But we see Drew is infuriated, and as he should be. He takes off CM Punk's dumbass bracelet, breaks that shit up, and shoves the beads down his mouth. Alright, pause, no diddy. Okay, you know, but he gets up, picks his ass back up, hits another Claymore kick, and then like, that's when you see Adam Pearce comes out. He's like, that's enough. He's like, get out of here. Get out. Alright. We see they take CM Punk on a stretcher to the ambulance. Oh, and then we see Drew McIntyre coming out again. Like, he rips the neck brace off that was on CM Punk and then proceeds to choke the life out this motherfucker until security comes in and pulls him off yet again. Alright. Now, I have several things that I need to say about this shit right here. Okay? Now, first, I the obvious direction that they're planning on going. CM Punk, they're probably going to prime CM Punk to beat Gunther, probably, I'd say, at the Royal Rumble. Because best believe they want to do CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Alright, that was originally the plan, but both these assholes got injured, so they fucked everything up. Alright, and I think that's the plan for WrestleMania 41. That's what they want to do. Alright, I'm pretty sure Rollins will be back next year. He's ready to go. And you have CM Punk being the champion. You have Rollins come back and confronts fucking CM Punk. That's the direction I can see him going. Alright, because you put, like, I'll tell you this right now. You put up CM Punk against Gunther, like, he's gonna verbally dismantle this dude. It's not gonna be pretty. I tell you this right the fuck now. Like, you got Randy Orton cook this man on the mic. So just imagine how bad it's gonna be when CM Punk gets on the mic against Gunther. Alright? That's the direction I can see them going or heading towards right now. But let me say this about Drew McIntyre. This is gonna be a rant. Because I seen that recap that they did of their match at Bash in Berlin at the start of the show, and they showed him doing like what, 3 to 4 GTSs on Drew McIntyre, and he beats him? Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Garbage. Like, they put more emphasis on this dumbass fucking bracelet than the fact that Drew McIntyre got screwed out of his fucking World Heavyweight title. Alright? But what the fuck happened to that? And so it takes this man losing at Bash of Berlin for him to snap. You should have did this shit right to Raw after WrestleMania 40, for fuck's sake. That's when the fuck this shit shouldn't happen. Alright, and shout out to my boy Empire Wrestling Federation, because he makes an excellent point. And I remember this. I don't remember what video it was, but basically he was saying like a lot of this shit that goes on these shows should have been happened. This shit should have happened months ago. Alright, but they just want to just drag shit out because they don't have any real tangible plans for creative. Alright, and you can see that, it's evident. Alright, the sloppy, complacent booking that they do. But yeah, let's feed Drew McIntyre, the man that should be the World Heavyweight Champion right now, the man that's been carrying this fucking feud since WrestleMania 40. But no, let's feed him to see him. The man that's been injured more than he's been active. Yeah, let's do that. That makes perfect fucking sentence, dumbass company. Or where the fuck was this Drew at Bash in Berlin? I'm just saying, man, it's just stupid. It's just garbage creative from a garbage head booker. I'm sure Drew's being well compensated for having to put this schmuck over, but it's like, man, Drew should be higher than where he is right now, man. He should be the face of Raw, in my opinion. Like, one of the top baby faces in this fucking company. All you had to do is just give him Broken Dreams back and push the man. But they can't even give him his own theme song back that they own. They own the fucking rights to the song, and they can't even do that. I'm still waiting for a good logical reason as to why that is. Alright, it's because he's a heel, man. Hey, get the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to hear that shit, man. Like, you got fucking Seth Rollins, he was a heel, but people still chant the whoa. So I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I'm not. Now I'll tell you the real reason. Like, they purposely hold people down like Drew McIntyre because they don't want to steal the spotlight for the guys that they want the real attention on, like Cody Monet or Gunther. They don't want guys like Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, or fucking LeBron Breaker or Jey Uso to outshine these dudes. Because, in all honesty, main event Jey Uso, should be the World Heavyweight Champion right now. Just on how over he is. He's the most over on the fucking show. Man, it's garbage, man. It's fucking stupid. Nah, we gotta keep the belt on Gunther, man. A guy that looks like he's about to shit himself every time he cuts a promo out there on Raw. Fucking, that's why I don't watch this shit, man. I really don't. But I do it for you guys. Yeah, this shit is just infuriating. Just the politics that they play backstage, man. It's the wrong people getting pushed. You got the wrong people in the wrong spots. It's as simple as that. But I digress because I'm not trying to be here forever, and I still got over an hour. Still got an hour left of this bullshit to cover, man. So let me move on, man. So next we see a qualifying match for the Intercontinental Championship. We got Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio going up against Dragon Lee, going up against Ilya Dragunov, who I haven't seen. This is the first time I've seen this dude on Raw. Like, since I've been doing these reviews. Like, where the fuck has this man been? And here's another example of why talent can't get over. Because, like, this is the first time I've seen the czar of Raw, like, since he's been called up. Okay? And I'm sure he's been on Raw before, a few times. But it's been weeks. I've been doing, like, this fucking reviews for, like, what? This is, like, my 5th review on this shit. And this is the first time I'm now seeing him on Raw. I'm like, this is why talent can't get over. Because they don't have consistent booking. Alright? I should be seeing Ilya on Raw every fucking week. Okay? Not 1 week and then we don't see him for, like, next 8 weeks. Alright? People can't get over that way. And I like Ilya Dragunov. Despite, some people shitting on him. I'm like, I like the guy. Alright? He's not my favorite, but I like him. Alright? So I'm just saying. But yeah, as far as the triple threat match, this probably was the match of the night. To start off, you got Ilya and Dragon Lee jumping, Dominic Mysterio. Ilya hits like a Death Valley driver on the ring apron to Dominic. Dragon Lee hits a running Hurricane Rana off the ring apron to Ilya Dragunov. He's going off probably for like a 450 or some shit. Carlito comes out, interferes in the match. He attacks Dragon Lee because he's not cool. Alright. Then we see Damian Priest show up. He lays out Carlito, and then he chases Dominic out the arena. Alright, or whatever fucking building that they were at. And we see Dragon Lee and Ilya cook for like the next 5 minutes of the match. But we see Ilya hitting the Torpedo Moscow. The headbutt, that little running, twisting headbutt he does as his finisher to Dragon Lee for the 1, 2, 3. So moving on for, I guess, the Fatal 4-Way to determine the number 1 contender for LeBron Breaker's Intercontinental Championship is Ilya Dragunov. Right now, in all honesty, it shouldn't have been Dominic Mysterio to move forward because he's the one that actually has any kind of momentum moving forward. Alright. But of course, it's not going to do heel versus heel. Even though that would be interesting to see. Dominic versus LeBron Breaker. That would be good to see. I would like to see that dynamic play out. But of course, it's not going to go that route. Alright, so they go with Ilya Dragunov. So I'm not mad at it. But I don't see Ilya winning the Intercontinental Championship anytime soon. Alright, this is how it is. So, we move on. Next, we see Braun Strowman talking with Adam Pearce backstage. Braun says, I want in. And Adam was like, are you sure? Like, bro, I don't even know how you're walking right now. Homie, like, how are you even medically cleared? Well, look, you want the match? You got it. And Braun was like, good, and then walks away. That's it. That's all that happened. And this happened because apparently Bronson Reed, the top dog, is sick, if you know what I mean. Okay, certain illness that's been going around. All right, where that's been around for quite some time now, since late 2019. All right, so hopefully he gets better soon, speedy recovery, so we can see the top dog dominating on Raw again. So prayers to him. So instead of Bronson Reed being in the qualifying match, we get Braun. So it is what it is. But we move on to the next match, and we see the Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair coming out, the current women's tag team champions, looking good. They're on commentary for the match between Damage Control versus Unholy Union. All right. And I like how I made a comment about how Damage Control, they're baby faces, but they look like heels. And I said that, and now they're like, they have more colors. They're more colorful now. So maybe somebody's watching my shit. I don't know. But imagine that. Imagine watching my fucking low level ass channel. I barely have fucking like 120 subs and barely get any views. That'd be crazy. That'd be some crazy ass shit if one of the executives watching my shit. I doubt it. But yeah, as far as the match, I did not care. Alright, I'll tell you what happened. What happened was on the outside, you got Kairi Sane trying to go for the insane elbow to Isla Dawn. Isla Dawn pulls Bianca Belair into Kairi Sane. And so basically, Kairi does the elbow to Bianca instead of Isla Dawn. But Bianca does not catch her at all. Like, you know what does catches her? The table. I am the table. Because she hits the announce table at the edge of it. And that shit look nasty. I ain't gonna lie. I have not. That's a bad bump to take. So, Jay gets pissed. She attacks Kairi after the fact. Io gets concerned. She's like, what the fuck's going on? Unholy Union takes advantage. They hit their double team, which like a kind of like a gory flatliner, like a double gory flatliner for the 1-2-3. So we're getting Unholy Union versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair again. Like, what the fuck's the point, man? This is stupid. Then we see Damage Control confront Bianca and Jade, and just look at the difference, man. For first off, let me say Bianca Belair looking fine as hell. That's a gorgeous woman right there. God is good. Big ups to Montez for that, man. Like, he's a lucky man. All right. But like, look at these two. Look at the size difference, man. That's the shit I'm talking about. Like, these two. First of all, they should have never lost the tag team belts in the first fucking place, in my opinion. All right. Especially if they're gonna fucking drop it to Unholy Union. They win it back from Unholy Union, and then Unholy Union gets another shot at the fucking tag belts. Like, you can't make this shit up, man. Fucking stupid. I don't even care, man. I don't, man. Like, I said this before. Like, they should have fucking Jade should have been undefeated. They should be pushing her like Goldberg. She should be dominating on fucking SmackDown. Therefore, you have Jade dominating on Raw. You have fucking Bianca dominating on SmackDown. It don't matter, man. They should be separate, dominating on their like Pacific brands, and then they meet again at the fucking Royal Rumble, and then that's how you set up the feud at WrestleMania 41. Too fucking easy, but they can't do that. No, they got to go this goofy ass route, wasting time in this women's division that nobody really gives a shit about. But I digress, and let me move on, because I'm ready to end this video, man. This show pisses me off. If you can't tell, hey, I'm irritated watching this shit, man. I forgot to mention earlier how Jade attacks Kairi, and the match should have ended there. There should have been no contest, because you have another outside interference. So twice now on this fucking show, we see outside interference on a match, just a regular match, a regular triple threat match, a regular tag match. It's not false count anywhere with stream rules. It's just a regular fucking match. Outside interference attacks the in-ring competitor, and the match continues. Garbage. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's the shit that irritates me watching this bullshit. So let me move on, man. I'm almost done. We got about like half an hour left of this show. So next we see Kofi Kingston talking to Adam Pearce. He's complaining how Judgment Day, it's been almost 2 months since they defended their belts. Doesn't surprise me. Again, I told you, there's so many inconsistencies on this fucking show, man. It's not even funny. It's staggering. Astronomical how trash this booking is. Alright, but Adam was like, yeah, he's like, I know, man. That's like, you're preaching to the choir, brother. I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, you're the fucking GM. Alright, you fucking lay down the law, bro. Like, the fuck you mean you don't know? All you gotta be like is, hey, next week, Judgment Day, if your asses don't defend those tag team belts, you're gonna vacate those belts tonight. All you gotta fucking do, man. But nah, it's just, I see why people say that Adam Pearce is the worst GM like ever. I mean, I get it, you know. Like I think I'll take him over the anonymous GM back in like, what was that, like 2012, 2011, around that time frame. So yeah, that's the worst in my opinion. But Adam's getting there. Like, he's been, since I've been watching these Raws these past few weeks, he's been so incompetent in this position that it perplexes me that he still has position there. Like, how has he not been demoted yet? Like, just in all honesty, like, kayfabe wise, man, like, this dude, he's letting the inmates run the asylum. Like, you're the warden of the penitentiary, man. So fucking lay down the law, do your fucking job, and control your people. That's all you gotta do. But whatever, man. I digress. Alright, and like we see Gunther show up, and now he wants to show up with the suit on and the belt. Alright, yeah. Like this, I tell you what, man. The inconsistencies of this show, man. Like, that's why I do these reviews, to point that shit out. In the beginning of the show, he comes in looking like he did a 80-hour shift at an oil rig, and now he looks like a champion. You know, crazy. That's just, yeah, you can't make this shit up. Alright, but he stops. He laughs at. He doesn't even say anything. I'm not gonna lie, this was funny. He stops. He laughs at Kofi Kingston because he's a complete joke. He just laughs at him because he's a fucking jobber, and he walks away. It's funny because it's true, man. Like, it's like not only does this man get washed by Brock Lesnar in like 2.5 seconds for the title, he never got a rematch, and I don't think he's ever been in a title picture since. It's some sad ass shit, man. Like, again, bring back the SOS Kofi Kingston. That's what I wanted to see from Kofi, man. It ain't too late. Alright, Kofi can still go. That's what I want to see from Kofi Kingston. Or, I seen someone mention a heel Kofi Kingston, and now that would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see that, because Kofi, he's been a babyface his entire fucking career in WWE. So him to turn heel, that'd be crazy. Alright, but they're not gonna go that route. They ain't trying to push Kofi Kingston, man. So it is what it is, man. But we move on. Next, we see another update on the Terra twins, who are not twins. I'd say Rhea has a beautiful smile. Like, I really noticed that this episode, like the way she was cheesing, that when she was talking about main event Jey Uso, beautiful smile on her. But and Priest was like, so what do you say? And Rhea, she was like, yee. And then it was like, all right, well, I still gotta talk to him man to man. All right. And that's it. that's all that happened here. So we move on to a promo from the current World Heavyweight Champion on Raw, the Ring General, Gunther. Alright. He comes out and watch this dude, man. Watch before he cuts a promo. He takes like 30 seconds to compose himself. He was like, I say this, and this. Oh, okay, I got this. He's trying to hype himself up, like, I got this. I can do this. You know, I shit you not, man. It takes him forever for him to start talking. Like, you go back to like 2003 and you see Triple H come out, you'd be like, time to play the game. And he comes out, takes forever, looking like, does the crowd control. Then he comes out and just talks his shit. Like, that's what I'm talking about. When you see Gunther, he takes a minute. He tries to do the crowd control, but he sucks at it. Alright, he ain't there yet. Alright, and then he takes forever to deliver his lines. Alright, when he does deliver his lines, it's stale. But yeah, he doesn't really say shit once again. All he says is that he beat Randy Orton, one of the greatest of all time, at Bash of Berlin, like he said he was gonna do. And that he's still the World Heavyweight Champion. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really say shit, man. Like, I'm not kidding. But he gets interrupted by Sami Zayn. Alright? And I'm like, about fucking time. Okay? Like, oh, now Sami Zayn will just show up because he was too preoccupied burying one Braun Breaker. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says, like, because I had fucking Nimrods come in my comment section talking about, oh, this dude really thinks Braun Breaker is buried. What an idiot. Like, yeah, he did get fucking buried at Money in the Bank. Let me break this down Barney style for the people who don't understand. That's like, you got Goldberg, right? During the peak of his undefeated streak. He loses to Disco Inferno, alright? Out of nowhere, alright? Then he goes back on a winning streak. He wins like the next 100 matches. But guess what? It doesn't matter because all of the mystique and the aura, as people like to say, has been effectively neutralized by Disco Inferno. Alright, and that's what I'm trying to convey here to people who don't fucking get it. Sami Zayn had no fucking business beating LeBron Breaker at Money in the Bank. And that's part of the reason why I can't really fully get behind LeBron Breaker, because that's a stain in his record, man, in his career. Like, he should have been undefeated on Raw, all right? He should be running through people like Sami Zayn. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way, all right? I know I'm not. I've seen it, and I've seen from like-minded, smart individuals who understand how this shit should work, especially with a guy like LeBron Breaker. He should be the spirit. He goes out there, he hits one spear, 1, 2, 3, that's it. Fucking go home. That's what the fuck LeBron Breaker should be doing. But nah, he had to waste time putting over Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn was wasting time chasing after the Intercontinental Championship, a title that he already won multiple fucking times. Alright, he should have been chasing after the World Heavyweight Championship this entire fucking time. Ever since he lost the title. Like, alright, I lost it, you know, but let me move on to bigger and better things. Let me move on to the World Heavyweight Championship. That's what you should have been doing all this fucking time. Especially after Gunther won it at SummerSlam. Like, he shouldn't have, this should have happened, this fucking promo exchange between these two should have fucking happened after SummerSlam. How do people, like, honestly enjoy this shit? Like, they swear, like, this is, like, the best shit ever, man. Like, I don't know, it eludes my understanding. Like, I can't comprehend it. Like, it leaves me flabbergasted. But Sami Zayn comes out, he mentions all the great Intercontinental champions prior to Gunther. He names Macho Man Randy Savage first. Ooh, yeah. Dig it. I respect that. Then he name dropped Stone Cold Steve Austin, was Shawn Michaels, Triple H, The Rock, his favorite Bret Hart, but he forgot to mention guys like fucking Roddy Piper, Razor Ramon, Mr. Perfect, fucking Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Rick Rude. I'm just saying, like, hell, even the Ultimate Warrior. But basically his point was that all the guys that he mentioned, they used the Intercontinental Championship as a stepping stone to the world title. And that's what Gunther did. So he said, you know, congratulations to you, but I want to be a world champion, and I'm coming after you. I want that belt. Right? And then Gunther walks up to him. He says, Sammy, you want a shot at my World Heavyweight Championship? My answer is no. And he walks away. He's like, and then Sam was like, Gunther, don't you turn your back on me. Alright? I never known you to turn down a challenge ever. Alright? I beat you before, and I'm gonna beat you again. And I swear I will become a World Heavyweight Champion. That's it. So, again, this shit should have happened months ago. A lot of this shit on this show should have happened months ago. Hence, that's why it's so fucking irritating to see. But I move on. Next, we see main event Jey Uso talking with Jackie Redmond backstage. All he really said was yeet. Then he gets interrupted by the current Intercontinental Champion, the Braun Breaker. All right, and he says, like, listen, Jay, like, no member of your family has ever gone over any of my family members, and it ain't gonna be you. So you keep doing your yeets, you keep doing your thing. All right, so I'm giving you one chance to walk away. You drop out the tournament, and you keep chasing after Dominic Mysterio's sloppy seconds. Because I'm telling you right now, if you come at me, you will lose. Alright, then Jay responds by saying how, well, you got my attention now, Oos. So I'll tell you what, tonight I'm gonna win that tag team match in the main event of Raw, Oos. I'm gonna win this Fatal 4-Way to become the number one contender for your Intercontinental Championship, Oos. And I'm gonna beat your ass to become the new Intercontinental Champion. Yeet! And that's it. So I like this little exchange here between LeBron Breaker and main event Jey Uso. Now, most likely he is gonna win the Fatal 4-Way, become the number one contender for LeBron Breaker's IC title. And I don't see him winning just yet, but if he does, I ain't gonna be mad at it. Like, the motherfucker already lost to Sami Zayn of all people, so him losing the main event Jey Uso isn't outside the realm of possibility. So we shall see. But move on to the next match, and that's the second qualifying match, or the last qualifying match for the Intercontinental Championship. You got Sheamus, Ludwig Kaiser, and Braun Strowman. It was an okay match for what it was, but you got Sheamus and Ludwig fighting on the outside. Braun then tries to come up. He attacks both of them. He does the choo-choo train bullshit that he does. But he tries to take out Ludwig. Ludwig dodges, and then you see Braun just smash through the barricade. Alright. Ludwig then tries to set up his patented shotgun dropkick that he does when he runs around the ring, does the dropkick to like the steel steps or whatever. But he runs into a chair that Braun Strowman just chucks at him. Just hurls a fucking chair. He doesn't get disqualified. There's no repercussion for him to use a foreign object in a match. It's a regular match. I'll tell you what, man. But again, the match continues. Fast forward, and the ending sequence of the match was basically the double duty. YXB Pete Dunne, he gets involved again. He attacks Sheamus. He uses the shillelagh against Sheamus' back, takes him out. Alright, then we see Braun no selling his ribs, because for the majority of the match, Braun was selling his ribs. Alright, but the ending here, he didn't. So he runs, does a running clothesline, does a power slam, no sells the ribs during this sequence, wins the match, and then he goes back to selling. That's what happened, man. So the last qualifier for the 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship is Braun Strowman, who is injured and shouldn't even be medically cleared. So we already know off rip he ain't winning. Fucking YXB Pete Dunne ain't winning because Sheamus is gonna hold him. So that leaves the Czar, Ilya Dragunov, and main event Jey Uso. Those are only two possible candidates to win. Man, most likely it's gonna be Jey Uso because he's the most over. It's too fucking predictable, man. But afterwards, we see main event Jey Uso talking with Damian Priest, man to man, and Priest is like, look, man, like I know, like we had history before, we haven't gotten along, but let's put the past behind us, and let's take out the Judgment Day. Main event Jey Uso says like, hey dog, man, like I know exactly what you mean. Like I've been where you're at, Uso. I know how it feels to have no friends, your family turns on you, you're all alone, you have a target on your back. But don't worry, I got you, Uso. Tonight in the main event of Raw, we're gonna take care of Judgment Day. That's it. So now we finally get to the fucking main event. We got the tag team match of Judgment Day, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, who never defend their tag team belts, against Damian Priest and main event Jey Uso. And I said this before, man, Jey Uso has arguably the best entrance in the WWE right now, man. That's just a spectacle to see, man. The whole crowd just gets into it. You see the whole crowd yeeting. Yeet. You know what I mean? Like, and dude's over, man. Like, fucking put the title on this man. Do something. The match itself is decent, but in the beginning of the match, we see Priest do like this half-ass Sparta kick to JD McDonough, and JD McDonough sells the shit out of it. Like, he sold it the way how Shawn Michaels hit that one sweet chin music to Brock Lesnar that sent his ass flying out the ring. Or how Batista sold Mark Henry barely pushing him to the point where Batista just flies across the fucking ring. That's how he sold it here, man. He went from JD went from one side of the ring to the other. That's what happened here. And basically they were telling the story of how Priest wanted to get his hands on Balor, but Balor said fuck that, so he's playing mind games, using JD as like a kind of like the scapegoat for Priest's punishment. Alright, pun intended. But fast forward, the ending of the match was main event Jey Uso, who's going out for that body splash that he does off the top rope, but Liv Morgan comes and pulls his leg down. You know, the typical interference shit that they do. Alright, so this show had a lot of fucking interferences, man, a lot. But we see Rhea Ripley hobble her way down to the ring to confront Liv and runs her off with the crutch. You know, so Liv, who was scared of a one-legged Rhea Ripley, she then tells Finn Balor and JD McDonough to suck her coochie, because it doesn't matter if you're on Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. You gotta pay tribute to Hunter of the Hearst by the Hemsley. But Priest hits the Razor's Edge on JD McDonough. He tags in main event Jey Uso. He does the body splash for the 1, 2, 3. Then they all yeet at the end, and that's how Raw ends. So yeah, that was Raw. This was easily the worst episode of Raw I've seen or did a review on so far. Easily, not even close. Alright, this show was an insult to my intelligence. We see several interferences to where the match ended, but it didn't. We're seeing several storylines that happened on this show should already happen months ago. Alright, so the only good thing that really happened here again was like Drew Mac taking out CM Punk, but that shouldn't happen to Raw after WrestleMania 40. Yeah, I did enjoy Gunther laughing at Kofi Kingston. Just so thinking about it's hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, there was no Bronson Reed because he was sick. Apparently there's no Odyssey Jones because I might have to do another video on where the hell is Odyssey Jones now, because apparently he's been removed off the company roster page. So I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. All I know is that the man, it took him almost 2 years for him to finally show up on Raw. He gets stuck with the New Day because he's black, and 3 weeks later he's gone. I mean, what a fucking career. My goodness, like what a mystery. What a mystery that is, the career of Odyssey Jones, man. So yeah, once again, this Raw was horrendous, abysmal, and I guess an official rating of it's garbage day. That's what it gets, because this shit was garbage. Garbage day! Okay. So yeah. To people who do watch Raw, if you like this show, let me know. Let me know. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. I would like to hear from you guys, like, honestly. Like, I'm not here to disrespect my viewers. Sorry, I ain't about that. I'm not on that type of timing. Okay, like, if you like this, please, I want to hear from you guys. Like, what did you exactly like from this show? I want to know. But love it, hate it, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's all insane to me. I just want to see the engagement and the feedback from you guys. Alright. Next video, I want to try to do that Psycho Sid tribute. Probably I'm gonna try to see if I can do it Wednesday. I think Wednesday would be better for me, because this Raw pissed me off. It legit infuriated me, so it took longer because I had to rant on several things, man. A lot of the goofy shit that I've seen on this show, man. But yeah, next is the review for NXT, and I'll try to see if I can knock out that Psycho Sid tribute as well. So that's my plan. But yeah, I wasted enough of you guys' time. I've been here far too long. This is the longest Raw review I had to do, but I had to talk my shit because I had to talk my shit on the bullshit that happened. All right, but that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, trust in God. And thank you for the people who watch all my reviews in its entirety, man. And shout out to you, man. Big ups to you guys. That's the reason why I do this shit, for you guys, man. At least there's someone out there that's willing to hear my shit. willing to hear my nonsense, you know what I mean? So I'm out of here, man. Till next time, adios.